Hi guys, this is Sai Kumar Kurtiwada. In this video, we will learn about JavaScript functions. So what is a function and how we can declare or call a function in JavaScript. Let me quickly jump into another slide. So a function is a JavaScript block of code which executes for a completion of a specific task. That means it has some statements and each and every statement will be executed once that particular function is called. And a function can be reused. That means you will write once and you can use many times. So that's how your functions in JavaScript will work. And what is a function? A function is something like doing a specific task. That's it. It is very simple to understand, doing a specific task. So let me quickly jump into Visual Studio Code to understand how these functions works in JavaScript. So here the case is whenever you want to create a specific logic or specific task, then you go with the functions. So how to create a function in JavaScript? It is very easy to create a function in JavaScript. So you will be having a keyword called as function, and that function can have a name. So name of the function, and always remember name of the function is the same way how we create the variable, and all the rules whatever we are applying for a variable, it applies for function name also. So it should always be in a camel case. So let me go with something like addition, and let me go inside this. So it has to do a specific task. So I gave the addition task. That means it has to perform the addition tasks. So let me go with a variable. I can create variable. I can write lot of logic inside this block of statements, and the block will be ended up at line number 3 as of now. So let me go with where a is equal to 10 and then where b is equal to 20. So it has to do some addition operation. So let me go with console.log of a plus b. So this is my addition operation. So let's try to see whether this executes on our load of a particular file. So I am loading index.js now. So whenever I load index.js, the console.log value is not visible in the output. Why? Because this is nothing but the function definition. So we have created the function, but to execute that function, someone need to call. So once that calling is done, then only this function will start executing. Then how many times you can call? You can call it n number of times, 100 times also you can call, and it gives the same result if the values are prefixed. Here the value is prefixed. So that's why this will give the same value always. So let me go and call. How to call a function? A function can be called by using its name. So let me use a name called as addition and followed by parens and save this. Now this is called as calling a function, and this is called as defining a function. This whole thing is called as a defining a function or a definition of a function. So whenever you create a function, it is nothing and it will no memory will be created for it. Only whenever you are trying to call it, it will try to call, create the memory, execute it, and remove that particular memory from the heap. So that's how your addition function is created, and that's how it will be executed. So let me go and execute this. Now you can see the value is 30, and we may be getting a doubt. We have to create the functions first and then only we have to call it. No, absolutely no in JavaScript. So why? Because if I call this on the top level, it works as expected. Save this and now execute it. So the same output, that is 30 value, has been triggered, and I can call n number of times addition and save this, and now let me execute this. So this way we are trying to use a specific logic number of times. That means we have created this function only once, and that is called n number of times. So this is how we will be reusing our functions in JavaScript. Now how this exactly working? The addition is not declared yet, but we are able to use it, and that concept is called as hoisting. So we'll discuss completely about hoisting, that is mainly on functional hoisting as well as variable hoisting in the upcoming video. For now, this is about your functions, and I have created a variable inside a function. Can I use it outside the function? Let's see that. So for example, I'm just using console.log of a. A is a variable which is created inside the function, and if I access it outside the function, how it is working, let's see that. If you execute, it is throwing an error, that is a is not defined. So you are saying a is not defined. That means whatever the variables you are creating inside a function that are accessible only within that function. It will not be out of that function. So that's why you are not able to access these variables. Now, for example, I don't have the variable over here. Instead, I have the variable at a global state. So something like var, or let me go with var b or a is equal to 20. So now the 20 value plus 20 value will become 40, and let's see what's the value over here. So this a will print as 20 and this one will print as 40. So let me save this. So we have to get two 40s, so 40 and 40, and you got 20. So this variable, whatever we are created at a script level, that variable will be accessed for all the functions. But whatever the variables you are creating inside a function, that will not be accessed outside of this function. So the variable, the scope of this particular variable is restricted to that particular function. We'll talk more about different variables in a specific function and how the scope will behave for that particular variables in a particular function. We'll discuss all this in the upcoming video as well. For now, remember your var variables, whatever you are creating inside a function, that cannot be accessed out of the function. The var variables, whatever you are creating at a global script, that can be accessible for your functions as well. So that's about your small understanding of functions in JavaScript. We have many types of functions and we have different types of functions which we will be learning in the upcoming videos. So that's it for this video. Hope you like my explanation. If you like my video, like, share, subscribe to my channel for more updates. Signing off. Thank you.